So my name is Joshi and I'm the student who do the presentation for the group 11. And first of all, I want to talk about the background and what is the reason for we are choosing the topic. And we want to say that we aim to raise sugar awareness and good habits, and controlling sugar could make some good health. And I think this really good to let people to know that the sugar consumption and helping them to choose option with less. I also want to talk about the choices for choosing this software. And we just choose the Angel Studio and the programming language is Java because that I think we are more familiar with Java and it's more easier to learn it and more convenient to cooperate. So it also are time saving to learn the language. But I think the drawback is Java is take up a lot of space of the computer. And we also see that there are really amazing app called Sentosa. And this app is a sugar animation app. And you are just we are just sending the barcode of the product of the drink, and the logic behind the app will automatically help the user to generate the corresponding sugars. Yeah, like I talked about before, the app has the features that can scan the barcode and for user to use their camera of their phone to scan the barcode. I think these are amazing features. And in our app, we also have these features to utilizing the features to generate some sugar. Yeah. We also have the record function that can save the record after the user scan the string's barcode. And this is really useful for user to memorize what they drink today. And user can also check their sugar intake before. Yeah. For the fourth features, we are utilizing the sugar adding features, and this feature is really interesting. We can controlling our phone to make the sugar and utilizing the movement of the sugar. Yeah, we also have the setting page, and this page we are also try to think about what features the user want to use about and want to know about us. And for the About Us, we have the GitHub link, and we also open source our code. And for the standard value, we have the average sugar intake per day, and it's really informative for the user. And we also have the change background color for better user interface. And we also have the self entering rate record for user to entering their rate. Yeah, and this feature is just the background colors that can change the homepage colors. And we also have the health tips to remind the user to reduce their intake of sugar. And when the user drink a lot of drinks and the sugar of this drink is exceed the intake set of the limited, and we will put up a message to alert the user. And we also have this function to saving the rate of the user and to let user to know about their intake of the sugar. And for this page, we have the DFD, and the DFD is the app that can let the end user to know about how the app works. And we also have the full chart of the app, and this is really useful for any person that approach our app and don't know how to use our app. We also have the ELD that representing the relationships between the Java class and the Java file. Yeah.
Here of the programming explanation plot of the first explanation function is the update image field. In here, we will have a for loop function to loop through over the image field of the image that has added into the main activity. Of each of the image field, they will adjusting the position and moving of the image field around of the screen, which won't let them goes off the screen part. Of the next part of the function, which is add new image field. In here, we initialize of the image field, which is likely that the image is the sugars, and we initialize of the image field with the weight and width and height and their position which they will be generated. And on the next page of the scanning code, we just using the EZXING library to implement of this library to for us can scan the barcode to the actual numbers, which we can retrieve the numbers from the barcode, and we can use the numbers to retrieve the data back in our database for a comparison to note about the data value.
And for the compilation tool, we are using the GitHub as our tools to update our coding and for version control.
In the demonstration part, in here, our app's called Sugar Free, and this is our web icon. When we go into the main activity, in here, every day we'll have healthy tips for users for better healthy tips. After we click and got it, in here we have some times and the numbers of cubes of sugar and the percentage of the standard value. In here, of the left top corner have the history button, and we can select the back or the clear button to clear the history or go back to the main activity. Of the scanning function, in here we have the scan. When the user click on the scanning button, which we will scan the barcode. After we scanning the barcode, we can click save or cancel. We can in here which shows that the product name and cubes of sugar. As the drinks is contain too many sugars, which is exceeding the percentage of standard value of each of the adults can be intact. There's another healthy tips for the users, which reminds them to drink less sugar, and we can click on got it. If the users try to scan the drinks of the barcode which is not in the database, it will pop up a message which tells the users that the product seems new. Look forward on the later update. In here, we can go to the history records again, which can show the users of the scanning saved record. We can click clear to clear the history records. And the users can use their accelerometer to control their sugars movement. On the setting page, which we have the About Us, and we can drag the message and go to the GitHub link. And in the About Standard Value, we can have the WHO resources and go to another web page of WHO. On the change background color, the users can change their background color according to their favorites. Let's say we want to change to the skin color, and the color of the main activity will be changed. And in the weight record, users can save the records according to the weight that they input. As the app being queued and go to the next day of the showing time of April of 22, and other new messages reminds users to use it. And the numbers cubes of sugar will return to 0, and the colors of the main activity will get back to the default color. And this is the end of the demonstration. And here is the reference list. Thank you for listening.